The Lakers trade Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Don Connect, Shake Milton, Jordan Goodwin, and Bronny James Jr. for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm so sick of these people. You know. Oh!
The worst part of the NBA season is right around the corner, the off season, where everybody and their mama are trying to trade for any NBA superstar that is on the market. And unfortunately, the Milwaukee Bucks just got gamed by Tyrese Halliburton and got sent home in the first round. And I'm pretty sure this is like 3 years in a row at this point. And one of the biggest questions throughout the NBA is, what do the Bucks do next? You keep losing in the first round with one of the best players in the league. You traded for Kyle Kuzma of all people. Damian Lillard just tore his Achilles at the age of 86. And I love me some Dame, but that brother ain't never gonna be the same. Man, hold on now. Name me and you might have to do a song together. That kind of rhymed. That kind of was decent. But all in all, the Bucks might just be cooked, bro. The roster you have around Giannis just isn't a championship roster. You probably traded your best assets just to get Kyle Kuzma on this team. And I have no idea how a coach of all people can be a playoff dropper, but Milwaukee hired him. And overall, I just think the Bucks have done a terrible job at managing their assets. And when you make a big swing move for Damian Lillard, who basically has zero value at this point, this roster is cooked. And what sucks is you see that this isn't going to be a championship roster. Damian was supposed to be your way out of this. If the Damian Giannis experiment didn't work for the first few years, we're just going to trade Dame for some other assets that can come in and kind of, replace him and be a little complimentary piece to Giannis. But you don't have that anymore. The brother tore his Achilles. And also when you take into the fact that the Bucks literally don't have any of their first round picks for the next few years, everybody and their mama knows exactly what has to happen. It will be in both Giannis and the Bucks' interest for them to split up mutually and find a new home for Giannis, man. Let's just be honest. Now, the worst part about this is everybody and their mama wants Giannis Antetokounmpo. So I'm going to be going through the internet and rating some of y'all trades packages for Giannis. And I know I'm going to be seeing some bullshit. But let's just see how this goes. Alright, with the first trade, we have Giannis to the Celtics. I ain't gonna lie, Alfred, this is just nasty. But we have the Miami Heat getting Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday. Okay. Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, Kyle Anderson, Haywood Highsmith, Kevin Love, and a lot of first round draft capital. Ew. This is just kind of disgusting. The Bucks have no incentive to be bad because they don't have their own first round pick, and they're not getting any of their own first round picks with this trade. The Celtics walk away with two of the best players in the trade. Somehow the Bucks don't get Jaylen Brown, but they get Duncan Robinson. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Here we go with the Lakers fans. They think they can get everybody they want, but I can't say they can't because they got Luka. The Bucks will be getting Dorian Finney-Smith, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, and a second round pick. The Lakers will get Giannis, Klay Thompson, Mitchell Robinson, and Brandon Williams. The Knicks get Jared Vanderbilt, and the Mavs get Rui Hachimura and Shake Milton. Weirdly enough, this isn't terrible for the Knicks and Mavs, but the Bucks getting Dalton Connect and a second round pick, and Austin Reeves as their main value. Shout out to Dorian Finney-Smith. Let me not disrespect my dog. But come on, bro. 2 out of 10 trade. And I forgot to rate this trade, but like this probably like a 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 too. Cause it's like Jaylen Brown isn't even going to the, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? The Miami Heat get Achilles torn Damian Lillard. All right, interesting. Now this trade might actually be a little bit more interesting than the others because the Spurs of all teams might be the main people that get Giannis.
The other one is the San Antonio Spurs. They have 2 picks in this lottery. Now, combined, they're only a 30% chance of getting to the top 4. What if one of them does? What if both of them do? All of a sudden, you've got San Antonio with Victor Wembenyama, De'Aaron Fox, and potentially a game-changing draft pick with the Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle, sitting there as well. So first, we're going to watch the lottery. And so is Giannis. After that, we're going to reevaluate. But we're going to see a lot of things present themselves for the Bucks and Giannis over this next month.
Everybody, just do it with me. Come on. I mean, that is just so, when the windman gets going, it is so endlessly interesting. So if I'm hearing him correctly, he's saying there's a world, depending on what happens next Tuesday night, in which we could have a team in the NBA next year that has Wembenyama, Giannis, and De'Aaron Fox on it.
And I'm not gonna lie, if Giannis and Wemby team up, bro, it's not even gonna be fair. Like, at this point, Adam, I need you to step in, man. You didn't do it with the Luka and AD trade, that's fine. You're explaining how commissioners can't stop trades and the David Stern thing was like a one-time thing. Whatever, I don't care. You need to lock in, Adam. Don't let the Spurs ruin this league, Adam. Don't let them do it. We have Giannis to the Bulls. Hold on now. Giannis is going to the Windy City, ladies and gentlemen. So the title is Giannis to the Bulls, and the Bucks get pieces to continue competing. So they get 60-year-old Nikola Vucevic, Patrick Williams, who hasn't developed since his rookie year, Kobe White, okay, respectable, and some draft picks that won't matter because now Giannis is on your team, so he's gonna be able to carry. And this is what I hate the most about watching y'all be trying to trade trades for your favorite teams. Bro, you didn't even include Modest Buzelis. You gave us Patrick Williams. Then you over here putting lottery protections on the picks? Nigga, I should slap you. You should be ashamed. Oh. Now this is an interesting one. Giannis teaming up with Joel freaking Embiid. You get off the horrible Paul George contract. You give up Jared McCain, who just had a great rookie season, even though he didn't play a lot. You know what I'm saying? He was killing. I'm 2 days into college. All right, I like it. Then after that, everything falls apart. You get only a few first round picks. This is what we doing? We rationing around here? Give me the goddamn string beans, man. Quit playing. I need Tyrese Maxey. I need Quentin Grimes. I need everybody you got of value. I cannot expect Jared McCain and Paul George to help me compete in this next season. Them boys couldn't even stay healthy this year. We have Giannis to the Lakers, Bron teaming up with Steph, going to the Warriors, and Jimmy Butler rotting in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. No. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to think about. I mean, Bron with Curry, oh, that's fun. Giannis with Luka, oh, that's fun. And then just like, fuck Jimmy Butler. Now we have a Giannis to the Pistons trade, and the title is, who loses this? Why does everyone have to be a loser in the trade? Pretty much the Pistons give up a young Asar Thompson, young Jaden Ivey, young Ron Holland. So far, not too bad. You get some good role players with Simone Fontecchio, Isaiah Stewart. I like what I'm seeing. And you even get in as many draft picks as possible, all unprotected. Now, my biggest problem with this is you're including AJ Green. Now, one of the biggest problems with the Pistons is their lack of spacing, man. But basically, you're saying, hey, out of all the good shooters on this team, on this Bucks roster, who already don't got a lot of good shooters, let's remove one of the better ones. Like, wow. And then you add in Ron Holland and Asar Thompson spacing? Man, any Giannis trade, AJ Green should be untouchable. 2 out of 10 trade. Now we got a Giannis to the Houston Rockets trade. This is probably one of the more interesting trades. I don't know why DeAndre Ayton is being mocked to the Bucks so much, but okay. Amen Thompson is in the trade. Donovan Clingan, big body Kling Kong is in the trade. Nah, got Cam Whitmore. Shout out to Cam. The Phoenix first, the other Phoenix first, Milwaukee swap rights again, and then, oh my goodness. And then the Rockets are giving up Amen Thompson and Sengun though, and the Phoenix picks. It sounds crazy, but I don't think the Rockets are doing all this for you. Shout out to Giannis, but I don't think the Rockets are doing all this. And then when you look at the Trailblazers, I mean, you getting Sengun who's better than DeAndre Ayton, and then he's probably going, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Kling Kong's defense, but right now, especially with the way the Blazers season ended, especially with the West kind of, you know what I'm saying, teams are getting worse, teams are declining in age, whatever the case may be, they got to reset. The Blazers are coming to take some butt. So I don't mind them buying in on Alpha and Sengun, but I don't think the Rockets do this trade. I like this for the Bucks, honestly. But yeah, it's still a no, but this is probably the best trade we've probably seen all day. 7 out of 10. We have the opposite side of Lakers fans. We have Warriors fans. Basically 2 cheeks on the same ass, man. This guy says this trade is fair. It will make the Bucks worse and Warriors better, but Jimmy is worth Giannis Antetokounmpo. So basically, Giannis and all the Bucks draft capital for Jimmy Butler. Listen, here on this channel, we're big fans of Jimmy Buckets, man. But dear God, get some help. Spurs get Giannis, plus Milwaukee get their own picks back. Yes, this might be a non-brain dead human. The Bucks are getting DeJounte Murray and Harrison Barnes. All right, this is not off to a hot start. I'm pretty sure DeJounte tore his Achilles as well. So now you have 2 point guards with torn Achilles. This is not a great start. Then you have Harrison Barnes. This is just bad. This is looking bad. But here is the beauty. You get the Spurs 2025 pick, Atlanta 2025 pick. The Pelicans are saying, we are willing to give you your swap rights back. That's kind of nice. That's kind of decent. Then the Spurs are saying, here, take another first round pick from Atlanta. You get the swap rights for Boston, a 2029, another swap, and then a 2031. So basically what this trade does is in 2026 and 2027 allows them to pretty much hit the reset button and get some 2 high lottery picks basically. And then hopefully by the time 2028 comes around, you have your ish together enough so where Portland doesn't get handed a free number 1 overall pick or something. I don't mind this trade at all. I do think that the Spurs can include a little bit more talent. Specifically, Stephon Castle can't be untouchable, y'all. Like stop playing, bro. It's okay to give up a few more extra talented pieces just to go ahead and get something right. I don't mind this trade for the Pelicans. You're getting off a guy that just tore his freaking Achilles. And you get a player that, you know what I'm saying, go put the ball on the floor and get some buckets for you. Shout out to Sam. I kind of like this. I do think that the Bucks can receive a little bit more talent, but now you basically are getting most of your draft capital back, which I think is a great thing for y'all. And that's probably one of the best trades we've seen all day. Now, in all seriousness, if Giannis does get traded, which I still think is a big if, it would probably have to be to the Rockets because they still have a great asset pool with a bunch of picks and a bunch of young talent, and they can still be able to compete and surround Giannis with great players. And especially if the Warriors do bounce the Rockets in the first round after the amazing season that they just had, they're going to realize that they need that 1A player, and Giannis can be that guy. So there's mutual interest, and I think it's something that the Rockets are willing to do for the right price. You give up Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Reed Shepherd, and Cam Whitmore plus some draft capital, and this gives the Bucks a reason to actually compete and still have a future to look forward to. Now, maybe you can probably find a way to get a little more, maybe like a Tari Eason in this trade, but overall, this is some pretty good groundworks. While the Rockets ultimately end up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and a great 1A player, put him next to Sengun, Amin Thompson, plus you still have a veteran point guard in Fred VanVleet, and some solid role players like Dylan Brooks. But regardless, let me know where y'all think Giannis should go, or should he just stay with the Bucks? Leave me some trade scenarios that you think will be fun for the Giannis sweepstakes. Other than that, man, y'all stay blessed.